goitrin is the chemical that's actually in the kale plant. It actually stimulates the thyroid to grow. So that gland goes from this size to a much larger size. And that happens because it's blocking a hormone that's normally released from this gland from going out to the rest of your body. So you can put that down. The symptoms you'll get, by the way, are significant ones. You'll get fatigue, hair loss, and the worst one of all, weight gain. Unexplained weight gain, you have to think about your thyroid. So there's a solution. All you've got to do is cook the kale a tiny bit. If you cook it, it looks like this. Go ahead and give it a taste, by the way. This is how we normally eat kale in our household. And you only have to cook it for just a minute or two. It reduces the goitrin that's in there. Or, if you're not going to do that, at least combine your kale with seaweed. Now, they're both green, but they're very different. Seaweed has a lot of iodine in it. Have you ever tasted seaweed?
Yes, we eat seaweed snacks, actually, in our house.
I like them, too. They have almost no calories. And if you sort of balances out the possible effect of kale on the thyroid. So as dark as the dark side of kale may be, it has a pretty simple antidote. Right. The next concern hasn't been talked about that much, but I'm going to put it on your radar screen today. It has to do with your kidneys. Now, kidneys are a remarkable box. Yeah. Once they get into this ureter, you can see it has to stretch that all the way up, which causes terrible shooting pains. Have you ever met anyone with kidney stones? Yeah, they're uncomfortable in a big way. Now, these stones are made up of something called oxalates. It's a mineral. A mineral that has to be gotten in the food you're eating. And the food with the richest amount of oxalate of all, kale. Poor kale. So the best way to avoid kidney stones is to alternate your greens. So you can get kale, and then for the next dish, instead of getting kale, you can get other greens that have much lower amounts of oxalates. You must like all vegetables, I assume.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Swiss chard, spinach.
And all these perhaps, these are examples of, so bok choy I happen to like a lot. Mustard greens are fantastic. You can get arugula. You can get collard greens. I mean, all these are wonderful and low oxalate containing greens. So in particular, antibiotics and blood thinners. You take any of these meds?